The Detroit Lions get a rematch against the Dallas Cowboys, and this is one game that was high on my list. The highest one would be the 49ers, then the Rams, and then those pesky Cowboys. And we've got them this Sunday at 4:25 in a battle that we want to win, right? We want to take this team by the throat and get this victory. We owe them so many times. It's been so long. The Detroit Lions had an opportunity to knock off the Dallas Cowboys win streak at home last year, and that game was taken from them. Now, we've talked at length about what happened with the referee and things like that. And that referee, Brad Allen, turns out will not be on the call when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys and Detroit Lions. I kind of figured that was going to happen. I figured, how are they going to have this guy inside of this game knowing what happened last time? But not only do we not get Brad Allen and his crew, which is unfortunate because I think Sarah Thompson is a great ref and she is part of his team. But we get a guy that not only doesn't call very many flags, but also called two of our wins last year in the 2023 season. This is coming from SI.com. The Detroit Lions says that we get actually John Hussey and says to this, let me go back up here right here. Says the NFL, this is coming from Christian Boer, the NFL has tapped John Hussey's crew to officiate Sunday's game between the Lions and Cowboys. Hussey has the second lowest penalty count amongst all crews this season. It will be the first time he's officiated a Lions game this year. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but the Detroit Lions are actually, last year, when he refereed, him and his crew, we are 2-0. The first game against the Kansas City Chiefs, his crew officiated, and then that stomping of the Denver Broncos later in the year, he officiated as well. Now, him and his crew is coming off of a bye week, and if there was one guy that I'm glad we dodged, it is Clete Blakeman. He is like Brad Allen 2.0. He is super, super flag happy. So this is a great thing. So check this out. Here's more. According to NFLpenalties.com, Hussey's most popular penalty call has been false start with 10. He's called 9 holding penalties, 6 unnecessary roughness penalties, and 2 defensive pass interference penalties. Just 2. And that might be big for our guys, man. They had Terrion Arnold especially, but even Carlton Davis, he had a monster time against DK Metcalf in the previous game. Previous assignments for Hussey's crew include Indianapolis versus Houston in week 1, Arizona versus the Rams in week 2, the Jets against the Patriots in week 3, and Atlanta, New Orleans in week 4. So this is a good thing. This is a good thing. I have no problem with Hussey. He is, again, he caught 2 wins last year, but whatever happened, we could not get Brad Allen. You could see that coming a mile away, that there was no way the NFL would put this guy in the way of the Detroit Lions. I'm going to tell you why, okay? The reason that he's not in the game, one of the reasons is obviously the controversy from last year, but if you start to put a ref, right? Ref makes a really, really controversial call. You put that ref on the same game of the same, meaning the same team, the same 2 teams that played the year that he made the controversial call, like directly after that, you are asking for scrutiny at that point. You are asking to be annihilated. You are asking people to question the validity of the sport at that point. So there's no way that Brad Allen was going to be on this crew for this particular game. Now, what's ironic is this, is at the end of the year, the referees are graded on like a scale, right? And it's individual and team. And the highest graded refs are the ones that do the playoffs. And then eventually there's a set of refs that do the Super Bowl. So because of what happened in that Dallas game, week 17 of last year, Brad Allen's crew was demoted, according to Adam Schefter we looked at last year. But the crazy part is he wasn't completely out of the playoffs. He was demoted like he would not be officiating a playoff game, okay? He was actually on the sideline of I think it was the Buffalo Bills and Pittsburgh Steelers. And I remember seeing his eyes. He got very distinctive eyes. And I was like, is that Brad Allen? And lo and behold, shout out to Twitter, they got the screenshot And I'm like, this bum. So he wasn't the main ref, but he was actually on the sideline in case something happened to a ref. And, you know, Brad is the main ref. He's the head ref. He's the one that has the final say, makes the calls. Now, the Detroit Lions, is this a good thing? I think we're going to win this game regardless of the refereeing this game, because we have a better team. We definitely have a better team this year. And these guys are going in here. They haven't forgot about last year. And, you know, we had the playoff game we were sitting on that for years, right? And then we had the Stafford game where he was clock it, and we won that game. But we had that playoff game in that taste for years. And now, in my opinion, the playoff game is tough because that would have been our first win in 20-something years. But I'm about to think outside the box. I think I'm going to be the minority here. I think this game was worse than the playoff game because in that playoff game, there was still 7 minutes left. So the Detroit Lions, they didn't get a call, and what that call did was slow down momentum, took it all away from us, and we still had to keep the Dallas Cowboys out the end zone. This was for the game, right? So I think that this one was worse. You know what I'm saying? We had the playoff kind of streak on the line, and we could have overcame that, but we still had a chance to stop Dallas. Here, you literally we got creative. You literally took the game away from us. Now, you could say, okay, Dan Campbell kicked the field goal, just tied up, bruh, after your third attempt, right? And you could argue that. But for me, this game is worse than losing that playoff game and picking up the flags and all that stuff because of the fact that it was for the game. Right. So let me know in the comments, which one is worse to you? I think at the time we probably would say the 2014 loss because it was just so blatant and so obvious. Right. That's why nobody can stand the Dallas Cowboys. But it's going to be a good week. It's going to be a good week. So I got the Lions winning this game regardless, but we're going to save that for the video I do later in the week. But let me know your thoughts on John Hussey and his crew and the fact that Brad Allen. I know some of you probably want to see Brad Allen just so we can just hand it to him and his crew. But I'm glad that he's not on here because that would have ruined my time watching this game. Just knowing that this guy, like, I'd never want to see him again. He can stay away from my team forever because the dude is a bum and straight up, man. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget the green gridiron helmets are in. We did get them in stock. I got a little update today too. Okay. They're not active yet, but these boys right here, I saw on Twitter, on Green Gridiron's Twitter account, that these are coming around. These are the mini helmets, and they are coming around very, very soon. I did talk to the rep today, and I probably won't make a standalone video, but when I get the message that we are a go, I will definitely put out a community post or something or incorporate it in my new video. But keep an eye. They're not up yet. But they are coming. They should be coming very soon. So keep an eye on that. I will do my part and let you guys know that they are good to go. So consider subscribing to the channel as well. We are on a push to 23K. 23K, man. It's been a good year so far, having massive numbers, doing massive numbers. And it's great, man. It's good to be here. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below about no Brad Allen, but we got John Hussey and his crew, and he is the second least amount of flags so far in the season. So let me know your thoughts down below. You guys are awesome. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.